Hey there, before I start this video, I kind of just want to explain what this whole video is about, because I did record an initial intro on my phone, but it just didn't really work out that well. So last month, I had to travel from where I live in Manchester over to Leiden in the Netherlands on a holiday that my family was on. And I decided to travel by train. Now, what I will explain anyway beforehand is that there are 3 trains that we're going to catch today. The Avanti Pendolino down to London, the Eurostar over to Amsterdam, and then finally a Nederlandse Spoorwegen service over to Leiden. But yeah, I'll just teleport you magically to where I am on the train. Right, so here I am on the train. It's 390-136 City of Coventry, and it's going to take just over 2 hours to get down to London. And hopefully should be relatively punctual given what happened in Milton Keynes last night. So yeah, hopefully we can be on time. And here we go, off down to London. The journey time should be, I think, around 2 hours 10, 2 hours 15 minutes as per usual. I did do a video on these specific trains and the seats in a video that I did a few weeks ago. But to basically summarise, big comfy seat that reclines quite generously as well. Big sturdy table with the wireless charging, 1 plug socket, 2 USB. The footrest down there. And nice big armrests on each side. So it's actually a really nice, so yeah, I enjoy travelling on these trains, so yeah.
A standard premium, coach G right down to A if standard, plenty of room on board today, on reserve coach to G, U and C. Thank you.
Now there's a reason why I showed you that long blue building specifically, and that is because ages ago that was planned to be the original depot for the Eurostar services out of London. So the original plan for Eurostar was to have it go to numerous cities outside of London, so you could go from Manchester to places like Paris, Amsterdam, Brussels, etc. Without needing to connect in London like I'm going to have to do. That all obviously got cancelled, but they still made the depot, and now it's just a part of Alstom's depot over at Longside. So I guess it kind of has a bit of a story behind what I'm doing today. Right, so leaving Stockport, they came round and they've given us the menu full of breakfast items. And I'm not sure what I'm actually wanting. I think I might go for something lighter, probably the toast. There you go, that's my hot chocolate that I also got. And you also get it in a ceramic mug as well, which is quite nice to see. No single-use cups on it. So they just came round and got me my toast. It seems to be more like, not like brown toast, but I think it's like, I think the menu said it's malted bloomer, so I tend to just only have white bread, but it's not gonna kill me. But we've just left Crewe. We are running a bit behind schedule because there has been a lot of congestion on this line. Only stop left to do is Nuneaton, and then straight onwards from London. Well, straight onwards to London from there. Did even pass the Caledonian Sleeper and a few TFW services while I was in Crewe. But yeah, just cruising down. now it should be a uninterrupted run into London now. Not too long to go, I think just under half an hour now. We are currently running about 18 or so minutes late due to congestion on the line, plus having to slow down so that we can safely pass the train that derailed yesterday. So yeah, comfortable journey. Had the first glimpse of the overground. This is kind of like coming up on probably my favourite section on this route, and that is the approach into London with the underground and overground passing by, heading down. I think it's always, you know, a bit awkward for me when I turn on the camera because I see a tube train passing, and then by the time it starts recording, it's already gone past because we are kind of going at some speed. We're now basically on the approach into London Euston now. Should be there in about 5 to 10 minutes. And yeah, it's been an incredibly pleasant journey. Staff have been amazing, and yeah, Avanti West Coast is a great way to travel, to be fair. But yeah, coming to London. And there we go, into London Euston. Currently a bit late, but oh well. Let me tell you one thing though, the staff on these trains are incredible. Big shout out to them, and big shout out to Oscar, who was also on the train, a fellow enthusiast, going for a week down here in London. Flash a channel up on the screen quickly. But now I'm gonna head over to the lounge, get as many snacks as I can get away with. And thankfully, because I got an early train thanks to all of this disruption, I also have more time to just get stuff done at a slower pace. So yeah, right, I'm gonna head to the lounge anyway, because I can get that done. Yeah, all will be cool. Right, so I'm currently sat in the lounge anyway, because again, I've got plenty of time, so why not get my money's worth of the pass? So, got a croissant from here, and I've also got a hot chocolate, and then I'm going to get other things as well. Alright, now I've got to get to St Pancras, and to do that, I'm going to get the Victoria line on the tube. Right, time to brace for whatever chaos the tube throws at us. Right. I don't know why, but I always flinch when I go through those barriers, because it's like, I always think that they're gonna like slap back at me. Victoria line this way. Lines 3 and 4 use stairs. Oh my goodness, we go down a spiral staircase. It's warm. It's like a wild goose chase. And here we go. On the tube. Only 1 minute away. I keep on forgetting, but London, unlike from where I'm from, in Manchester, actually has reasonable frequencies for their transport. And if I just missed a tram back in Manchester, I'd have to wait at least 6 minutes. But most of the times it can be like 12 minutes, so you know what? Can't complain about that.
Stand clear of the closing door.
Only going on for one stop, so. There we go, right, which way do I go? Trains, that way. Right. To St. Pancras. Right. I think this is the right exit. This is literally the opposite side of St. Pancras from what I want. Oh. Now we can pretend that I took the right exit and didn't have to walk all the way to the exit that I wanted to use, or entrance, or whatever. Does it even matter? I don't know, I'm just a professional yapper. There's a similar effect anyway, oh well. And here we go. Look at this. This might be my favourite place in the entire country. Second only to maybe like the Insomnia Cookies in on Cross Street in Manchester. But if you have a look over here anyway, this is what we'll be getting. Well, a train like one of these. I don't know if ours is actually here, but not that one. Those aren't cleared to go to Amsterdam. So, but yeah, I think the design of it's amazing. And yeah, just ignore like how the whole EMR and Thameslink side is. That doesn't count here. We're on about the Eurostar part. And to me today, that's the only part of the station that actually matters. But yeah. But yeah, it's just very busy with a lot of people. Got the famous piano down there as well. If you don't know, and if you're unaware, that is the same piano that that one guy was playing on and live streaming, and then a bunch of people who were working for the People's Republic of China showed up and told him to stop recording, and then he made a massive scene, got on the Piers Morgan show, and became a right-wing grifter. Classic middle-aged British man pipeline. But yeah, I'm just kind of just enjoying this place because it is genuinely lovely. And down there's a Eurostar place. But yeah, I love it here. Best place ever. Right, we're through passport control and security. It is absolutely rammed in here, so I'm not actually going to record much because I think I'm just going to put headphones in and watch YouTube because there are many people and it's loud, and I've still got like ages until the time that my train's supposed to depart, so I'm just going to chill out and just wait. But yeah, so the security and passport control is fairly simple, you know, it's not as intense as airport security. It's mainly just putting most metal and electronic stuff in a tray, and then walking through a metal detector. Then you get your passport looked at by a British guy. You go through the E-gates, and then you get your passport stamped by a French guy, and then you're in this sort of just holding pen until your train goes. So yeah, the train will be at 11:04, and it's on please await boarding, so yeah, gotta wait for a while now. And then after about an hour and a half of waiting, including some delays, we were then forced into the absolute stampede that is getting onto the train at London St Pancras. I'm not sure how they managed to cram like 15 carriages worth of passengers on like 2 escalators, but yeah. Delayed by about 15 minutes anyway because of a miscellaneous technical fault. But I'm in no rush anyway. They've announced boarding for the Paris train as well, it seems, because that's also on the board, so, you know, that's great. As is the one on platform 6. Yeah, right. Leaving, what is it, like, cattle management? So many people hold seats for themselves, like numerous of them as well, so I'm happy that I at least have like managed to get one, but yeah, right, heading up. Right, so one of the things that I need to make sure anyway is that I could actually sit in my reserve seat. I'm not sure which carriage this is. Should be 6, 7. Alright, so this here is my carriage. Oh, and of course it's done the French way where it's 1 door per couch. That's great. Let's hope that nobody's actually taken my seat because I'm not sitting in an aisle for 4 hours. Oh, sorry. I'm sat here as well. Thank you. On board now in seat 61 for the roughly 4 hours and 15 minutes to Amsterdam. Got tray table, seat reclines. Not the comfiest seat in the world, but it's pretty big. Lots of luggage space with curtain. So yeah, gonna just sit back and enjoy the journey. And here we are, leaving London St Pancras around 15 minutes late. As we speed out of London on High Speed 1, I thought we'd take a moment to have a look at our route for today. We start out by dashing down HS1 and into the Channel Tunnel and then onto LGV Nord to Lille, Europe, before we head on the Belgian high-speed rail network up to Brussels and then across into the Netherlands where we stop at Rotterdam Centraal, and then down HSL Zout over to Amsterdam Centraal. The journey today should take around 4 hours and 15 minutes to complete. It's not too long before we jump out of the tunnels and across the marshland of Essex, which to be fair resembles more of an industrial wasteland than anything else. However, do keep a keen eye out for the Ensign bus depot if you're on the same side of the train as I am, because sometimes you could see some weird buses. In fact, on the way back from the Netherlands, I actually saw a B Network bus in there, so it's pretty interesting to see what you can see from here. And now we approach the Channel Tunnel, which, as you'd guess, is just accompanied by darkness. So instead, let's just skip forward to when we exit the tunnel in France. And here we are, entering France, the European Union, Central European Time Zone, and the Eurozone. On top of this, all of our phones disconnect from any form of signal, and most of us end up resorting to roaming or using eSIMs. At Lille, we lose our some passengers and then afterwards head straight up into Belgium. that's quite a gap. Alright, here we are in Amsterdam Centraal.
Run pretty often.
A very nice station, right in the centre of Amsterdam. And yeah, our train came into it here. Here we are on the train to Leiden or Leiden. I'm not sure how it is actually pronounced because I've heard two different pronunciations from Dutch people, so who knows what it's actually called. But yeah, because I've got first class Interrail ticket, I get access to the first class trains here as well. And these are the seats. So it's in a 2x1 configuration with a few tables. There is a quiet section in another carriage. Seat itself is a bit firm, but like not too bad. And oh, there is a recline. Should we see how much it is? Oh, it was already reclined, so not too much, but it's still nice. It's at the very least an upgrade, because I know that on some Dutch trains, the first class is literally just a red seat. So at least on here it's pretty good. Right, got about 5 minutes until the train's supposed to leave. And then yeah, over to Leiden, or Leiden. At this point at Amsterdam's Sloterdijk where, let's just say some youth spotted the train and wanted to make their presence well known. Being a solo traveller, I decided it would be better instead to just simply move over to the quiet carriage, so that's why the seat has changed and why you haven't heard from me until we get to Leiden. Made it. Time to get the bus to where I'm staying. So, now that we've arrived at Leiden, I thought I'd just give a summary of the journey, including how much it cost. I travelled on a first class Interrail pass for this, which costed around £230 for 4 days within the span of a month. Reservations for the Eurostar cost around £30 in standard class and £37 in Eurostar Plus. However, these seats are limited and can be sold out months in advance during busier times. But, for a total of just under £300 total, it proved to be a very comfortable and reasonably priced journey, and I'd certainly consider doing something like this again. As for the other trains, the Avanti West Coast service was comfortable and reliable, and despite the delay that we racked up, it was out of their control, and the team did the best they can to ensure that everyone in first class was well accommodated for. On the Dutch side, NS is well known for operating a pretty basic first class service, with no complimentary offerings available on domestic services. The seats were more than comfortable for the short journey I took, and despite the group of youths who wanted to turn one of the carriages into their own, most of the NS trains that I took during my time in the Netherlands were orderly. But anyway, what did you think of the journey? If you want to see more videos like this, then please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as this channel is new and there'll be more stuff like this on the way. As for now, I'm Vex, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.